Unang dating ginang na si Imelda Marcos ay liban sa pangalawang SONA ni Pangulong Bongbong Marcos Jr. at ang dating Pangulong si Rodrigo Roa Duterte. Ang impormasyong ito ay nagmula pa kay Presidential Sister Senator Amy Marcos sa isang ambush interview ilang minuto bago buksan ng Senado ang ikalawang regular na sesyon ng 19th Congress. At aniya, nais niyang dumalo, ngunit hindi siya pinahintulutan ng mga doktor dahil maraming tao. Ang dating unang ginang na si Imelda Romualdez Marcos ay 74 na taong gulang, sumailalim ito ng angioplasty noong Mayo 7. At hindi nakaligtas si Sandro Marcos sa isang ambush interview. At tila walang alam ito sa dating unang ginang.
I haven't asked.
Sabi po niya, she wants to attend. Ngayon lang daw siya magde-decide. Kasi pinipigilan siya nila Senator Amy.
Actually, yes. From my understanding is si Sena Amy ang nagsasabi na wag ka na lang pumunta dahil even kahit papano may COVID pa rin. But good question. I'll ask after this interview. I actually have no idea.
Will the SONA of the President be longer than last year or it will be shorter? So last year, 1 hour and 13 minutes.
How long was it?
1 hour and 13 minutes.
If I'm not mistaken, the one this year will be around 1 hour 25. As a general rule, ang sinasabi niya lagi na if it goes over 1 hour 30, 1 hour 45, wala nang makikinig sa'yo. Dahil it's too long. So he really tries to keep it under 1 hour 45 minutes.
Gano'ng karaming revisions ang ginawa until he made it to the final?
A lot. A lot. Dahil doon nagsimula na nga medyo mahaba eh. It was much longer than an hour 20, an hour 30. But he was able to get it done naman.
Bakit? Bakit kailangan a lot of revisions?
Because it was too long.
Pero
it was too long.
He remove later on?
I honestly don't know the details. I just know that he wanted to shorten it dahil, like he said, mawawala yung attention span ng tao kapag masyadong mahaba.
How does the whole family feel na second na to ni President Bongbong and mataas yung talagang support?
Yeah, well, thankful talaga pa rin kami. Of course, thankful ang ating Pangulo dahil as you can see, medyo mataas-taas pa rin yung approval ratings. But with that comes high expectations, of course. And as the President said in his previous statements, there's still a lot to be done.
Anong assistance na binigay ni First Lady?
I'm sorry?
Assistance that the First Lady gave the President while he was doing the SONA?
She doesn't really, hindi talaga siya nakikialam sa mga ganon. It's just him that writes it. And then, yeah, he shows people, asks for advice. Because like I said, it's always nice to have a fresh set of eyes.
What kind of support did the First family give?
Moral support.
Did he practice before the family? Did he deliver it before the family? And did you give comments?
I was with him yesterday. It was the first and only time he rehearsed. But it's a good speech.
Congressman, what are you most excited about to hear from your father when he delivers this speech?
I've already heard it, so I know what he's gonna say. So wala namang excitement. I just hope it goes well.
Last time po ba hindi siya ang nagsulat ng kanyang speech?
No, yeah, he writes it. He writes it talaga.
Matagal sinulat, President, yung speech?
I'm not sure. From my understanding, he started working in it mga 2 weeks ago.
Do you
Mga 2
feel
weeks
excited
ago.
for the Filipino people considering that talagang pinaghandaan ko?
Well, you have to understand.
Speech.
We mustn't forget that he walked away with 31.5 million votes, and with the huge mandate that he was given, there are also huge expectations that come with that. So, yes, I'm excited, but like the president says, marami pang kailangan gawin. What the president hopes to do are really structural changes to the economy, and that takes time. It's what you call industrial policy, and it's not something that happens overnight.
Kung meron bang post-SONA briefing si President mamaya?
I don't think the president will have a post-SONA briefing, but I believe the cabinet secretaries for each cluster will be having post-SONA briefings to sort of dissect what was said. And like I said, an hour and a half, an hour 45 isn't long enough to mention everything. So ang sistema na lang na ginawa nila is after the SONA that the cabinet secretary is go into more detail para naman lahat that needs to be covered gets covered.
Kung your priority legislation naman po this second regular session?
Well, I filed already, I think, 106. I am a principal author of, but we just finished our first regular, sorry, not our first regular session. We just finished our session before the SONA, in which there were, I think, 9 LEDAC bills left to be done out of the, I'm not sure if it's 44 already or less, but out of the priority legislation that the President asked of us. So that's what I will be working on throughout the next month. And of course, the budget is also coming, which is arguably the most important piece of legislation for any for the House of Representatives. So that would be the priority over the coming months.
Sir, post-SONA party, meron, considering that he is flying to Malaysia tomorrow?
I'm sorry?
Post-SONA party or like a gathering?
Meron bang ganun?
Yeah, I heard. Usually sa South.
Wala naman akong pinuntahan last year. Baka I wasn't invited. No, from my understanding is it's just may merienda lang after. So I wouldn't naman call it a party. But there's just merienda for the congressman after. I don't think the president will be joining. I think diretso balik siya sa Malacanang pagkatapos. Yes, yeah, he's leaving. Yes, he's leaving tomorrow for Malaysia.
Will you be joining the president po?
I'm still unsure because we have session. Marami pang kailangan gawin dito. So I'm still 50-50 to be honest.
Sara Marie Moscardon,
On the part of the
maigi.
Senate, the joint session is hereby called to order.
Ang magiliw, perlas ng silanganan, alab ng puso, sa dibdib mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, duyan ka ng magiting, sa manlulupig, di ka pasisiil, sa dagat at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit mong bughaw. May dilag ang tula at awit sa paglayang minamahal, ang kislap ng watawat mo'y tagumpay na nagniningning. Ang bituin at araw niya kailan pa may di magdidilim. Lupa ng araw ng luwalhatit pagsinta, buhay ay langit sa piling mo. Aming ligaya na pag may manghahapi, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Allow me to greet Vice President Sara Zimmerman Duterte, the former presidents, our former presidents, President Joseph Ejercito Estrada and President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo, Senate President Juan Miguel Zubiri, and the honorable members of the Senate, House Speaker Ferdinand Martin Romualdez, and the honorable members of the House of Representatives, Chief Justice Alexander Gismundo, and the honorable justices of the Supreme Court, His Excellency, Most Reverend Charles John Brown, and the esteemed members of the Diplomatic Corps, Executive Secretary Lucas Bersamin and the members of the Cabinet, First Lady Luis Araneta Marcos, former First Lady Imelda Romualdez Marcos, other distinguished guests, mga minamahal kong kababayan, ladies and gentlemen, magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Former First Lady,
At hindi naman nakadalo si dating Pangulong Rodrigo Roa Duterte dahil ito ay dumiretso na ng Davao City mula sa kanyang pagbisita sa China. Nag-uulat, what's new? Sa hindi pa nakapag-subscribe, follow, and share, huwag niyong kalimutan na tangkilikin upang patuloy na makapaghatid ako ng magandang balita.